Why do some of the busiest people in the world, people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, seem to have all the time they need? It's not a secret superpower. It's a system. It's called time blocking, and it's the exact opposite of your overwhelming to-do list. Stick with me because I'm going to show you the core principles of how to set it up in just the next few minutes. Welcome back to Take and Grow, your source for mastering your mindset and unlocking your potential.
Dr. Sharma, that hits home. I constantly feel busy. My days are packed, emails, meetings, calls, little tasks popping up. But when I get to the end of the day, I'm exhausted, and I honestly struggle to point to significant progress on my big goals. It feels like I'm just running on a hamster wheel, trapped in what you called shallow work. Is that what time blocking promises to fix?
That's exactly the pain point time blocking addresses, Ben. That feeling of frantic, reactive busyness without meaningful accomplishment is incredibly common. It's the hallmark of operating without a clear, intentional structure for your time. You're letting your day happen to you, dictated by incoming requests and small, urgent but not important tasks, instead of directing your day according to your priorities.
Reactivity, that's definitely it. My to-do list just keeps growing, and I jump between things trying to put out fires or check off easy items. It feels productive in the moment, but the big projects languish. You said time blocking is the opposite of a to-do list. How so?
A traditional to-do list is often just the collection of tasks, usually without context or a plan for when they'll get done. It encourages reactivity. You pick what feels easiest or most urgent. Time blocking, popularized by thinkers like Cal Newport and famously used by high achievers like Musk and Gates, flips this entirely. Instead of listing what you need to do, you schedule when you will do it. You assign specific blocks of time in your calendar for specific tasks or types of work.
So it's like making appointments with your tasks.
Precisely. You're giving every minute of your workday a job. Instead of a vague list, you have a concrete plan, a visual map for your day. This proactive approach fundamentally shifts you from being a firefighter, reacting to incoming demands, to being an architect, intentionally designing your day for maximum focus and impact. This aligns perfectly with Take and Grow's philosophy of taking intentional action and mastering your mindset.
Okay, the concept sounds powerful. Designing your day instead of reacting to it. Mentioning Musk and Gates definitely adds weight, if it works for them. But how does it actually work in practice? Is it complicated to set up? You mentioned 5 minutes in the hook.
The core principle is simple and can be grasped quickly, hence the hook's promise. The actual implementation requires discipline, but the setup itself isn't complex. Let's break down exactly how you can start building your own time blocking system. All right, Ben, let's build your first time block schedule. Forget the endless to-do list for a moment. Grab your calendar, digital or physical, whatever works best for you. Step 1, capture everything, but not on the calendar yet. First, quickly jot down everything you need to do, both big and small, professional and personal if relevant to your day. Get it all out of your head onto a temporary list. Step 2, estimate time realistically. This is crucial. Look at each task and estimate, honestly, how long it will take. We often vastly underestimate task duration. If unsure, overestimate slightly. Step 3, block fixed appointments first. Put in the non-negotiables, meetings, appointments, calls that are already scheduled. These form the fixed pillars of your day. Step 4, schedule deep work blocks. This is the heart of time blocking's power. Identify your most important, high-focus tasks, the ones that require concentration and move the needle on your significant goals. Allocate specific, generous blocks of time for these, preferably during your peak focus hours, morning for most people. Label these blocks clearly. For example, work on Project X report, strategic planning, code feature Y. Aim for blocks of at least 60 to 90 minutes if possible.
So prioritize and protect time for the important stuff first, not just the urgent emails.
Exactly. You pay yourself first with your time and attention by scheduling these deep work sessions. Step 5. Schedule shallow work blocks. Now group together the less demanding administrative tasks, checking email, making quick calls, processing paperwork. Allocate specific limited blocks for these. For example, schedule 2 30-minute blocks for email per day, rather than letting it interrupt you constantly. This is called batching.
Batching emails. That alone sounds life-changing, instead of checking every 5 minutes.
It is. It frees up incredible mental bandwidth. Step 6, block everything else and include buffers. Fill in the remaining time with other necessary tasks. Crucially, schedule buffer time between blocks. 5 to 15 minutes can allow you to transition, grab water, stretch, or handle small things that inevitably pop up without derailing your entire schedule. Also, schedule breaks and lunch. Don't forget basic needs. Step 7, review and adjust. At the end of the day, briefly review. Did your time estimates hold up? Did you stick to the blocks? What unexpected things arose? Use this feedback to refine your plan for the next day or week.
Okay, visually mapping it out makes sense. Capture, estimate, block fixed, block deep, block shallow, block buffers, review. It seems structured, but what happens when life inevitably throws a wrench in the plan? An urgent call, meeting runs over, does the whole system collapse?
That's a critical point, and where flexibility comes in. A time block schedule is a plan, not a rigid prison. When interruptions happen, and they will, assess. Is it truly urgent and important? Deflect or delegate. Can it wait? Can someone else handle it? Adjust. If you must handle it, consciously adjust your schedule. Drag and drop the disrupted block to a later time or shorten a less critical block. Don't just abandon the plan. The goal is intentionality, even when adapting. Those buffer times also help absorb minor disruptions.
So it's a living document. The act of planning provides the structure, and the adjustment handles reality. This sounds much more realistic than a perfect, unbreakable schedule.
Precisely. The power isn't just in the schedule itself, but in the intentionality it forces. You're constantly asking, what is the best use of my time right now? This develops critical success habits. So Ben, why is time blocking so much more effective than a simple to-do list, especially for achieving deep work and reducing that feeling of being busy but unproductive?
From what you've described, it forces you to confront the reality of how much time you actually have and make conscious trade-offs, rather than wishfully thinking you can do 20 things in a day.
Exactly. It grounds your intentions in the finite reality of the clock. Other key reasons include combats Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time allotted for its completion. By assigning specific limited blocks, you create gentle pressure to focus and complete tasks within that time frame. Promotes deep work. Allocating dedicated, uninterrupted blocks for high-focus tasks allow you to enter a state of deep work where you produce your highest quality output efficiently. Reduces decision fatigue. You make the decisions about what to work on and when during your planning session, freeing up mental energy during the day to actually do the work instead of constantly deciding, what should I do next? Increases awareness. It makes you acutely aware of how you're spending your time, highlighting distractions and time-wasting activities. Provides a sense of control. Even if the day requires adjustments, having a plan provides a baseline of control and reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed by chaos.
That sense of control is huge, feeling like you're steering the ship, even in choppy waters. Are there any advanced tips for people who want to take time blocking to the next level?
Absolutely. Once you've got the basics down, theme your days. Assign specific themes to certain days. For example, Mondays for planning and meetings, Tuesdays for deep creative work, Fridays for admin and wrap-up. This helps with context switching. Weekly planning. Spend 30 minutes at the start or end of each week to map out your major blocks for the upcoming week. Daily adjustments will still be needed, but this provides a strategic overview. Color coding your calendar. Use different colors in your digital calendar for different types of work. Deep work, meetings, shallow work, personal time for an instant visual overview. Time box your leisure. Don't just block work. Block time for exercise, family, hobbies, and relaxation. This prevents work from encroaching on your personal life and ensures you recharge. Shutdown ritual. End your workday by reviewing your schedule, planning the next day's blocks, and consciously shutting down work thoughts. This improves evening relaxation and prepares you for the next day.
Theming days and the shutdown ritual sound like particularly powerful for creating clear boundaries. This isn't just a productivity hack. It feels like a framework for a more intentional life overall.
It truly is. It's a tool for aligning your most limited resource, time, with your deepest priorities. It's how you move from being busy to being effective, from shallow work to deep accomplishment, which is essential for building confidence and mastering your mindset. So, let's the power of time blocking, the system used by elite performers to conquer distraction and achieve massive results. It's proactive, not reactive. You design your day instead of letting it happen to you. Assign every minute a job. Move from a vague list to a concrete calendar plan. Prioritize deep work. Protect time for your most important tasks. Batch shallow work. Tame distractions like email. Be realistic and flexible. Include buffers and adjust when needed. Focus on intentionality. Even adjustments are conscious choices.
It's a clear path away from that feeling of being busy, but getting nothing done. It puts you back in the driver's seat of your own day.
Precisely. It's a fundamental tool for anyone serious about productivity, focus, and living a successful, intentional life.
If you're ready to ditch the overwhelming to-do list and try time blocking, hit that like button. Let us know you're taking control.
And if you're committed to mastering your mindset, developing success habits, and building confidence, subscribe to Take and Grow for more actionable strategies. Share this video with anyone you know drowning in busyness.
Let's make this real. What is the first deep work block you are going to schedule into your calendar for tomorrow? Share it in the comments below. Committing publicly makes it stick.
Thanks for tuning in to Take and Grow. Go block out some time for what truly matters.